Hello, magical gangsters. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to Gangster Magician Tarot, where I'll be your host, the Gangster Magician himself, and I'm just a big fool here. That's all I am. And you know what? I am so thankful for all my new subscribers, okay? I really am, okay? Because you guys are what really makes this happen. That's why this 4 Wands is here for you, because you're happy honing is in your cards. It's in the cards for you. Okay, your milestone is about to hit. Okay, because you are helping me hit milestones. Okay, so I want to help you hit milestones, and that's what we're gonna get here. That's how we're gonna do things. Because we got our trusty pyrite, we got our trusty smoky quartz, transmutation, little solar plex protection. We're all good to go with our bracelets. Ain't no demons coming to fuck with us right now. Ain't no evil eye gonna work on us. Even Archangel Michael said he wants to get involved. He said, I want to get involved now, too. He said, I want to take some demons. I want to kick some demon ass here, he told me. Take names and kick ass. Or something like that, I believe it is. Take ass, kick names, whatever, or something. Just kidding, I know that's not how it says it. But we're all about the love, okay? Even though we're a foolish person, it doesn't make a difference. Because we're a fool in love. All right, sounds about good. Okay, I guess that's, that's the intro part. All right, so let's selenite the cards because, there's a painful ending here coming, tells me. Somebody's telling me there's a painful ending for this King of Swords in reverse character. Okay, all these illusions that character, created about you, all being shattered. Now they're being shattered, okay, and their whole life is going to be finished, okay, because your 4 Wands is here. That's why. And these people, they wanted to stop this. They wanted to, stop this magician's 4 Wands. You know what I mean? And this is inappropriate because you're a 9 of Cups. Your wish come true, for God's sakes. I don't understand what the problem is with you. They're just jealous, I believe. That's my thought. I think they see you and they become threatened by you because of the way you carry yourself. You're very, what's the word? You're very mysterious at times. People, they can't read you, but at the end of the day, everybody knows that you're a good person. So that's really what it comes down to. Just because you don't, conform to bullshit and deal with nonsense doesn't make you, this is why people get mad. This is what it is. It's just all groups of negative people that are not okay with themselves. It's pretty much what's going on here. So let's get a quick read here. Let's see what the overall energy is here for you of the collective. My peoples. The best in the business. I love my people. So let's see what we got here. Okay. What do you want to know? All right, brother. Come on now. Overall energy of collective. Your counterpart, of course. The King of Cups himself. Okay. So we know this King of Cups, they're all up in your energy right now. And they're in the upright. So that is something that we're gonna, we like to see. We like to hear this kind of stuff. This is a really nice way to start. All right, I'm happy to see it because you know why this King of Cups is here? Because they know that you're the one here building this new world. Because the cycle is complete. It's over. There's nothing else anybody's gonna say or do that's gonna, change this King of Cups' mind about you. Nobody's gonna tell them about appearances. Nobody's gonna say that this one's better than you or that this person has seen. This King of Cups has seen you overcome every last thing thrown at you. Okay? You were able to eliminate all the demons around this person. This King of Cups had a lot of demons around them. A lot of them. Pretending to be their friends, too. Setting them up in bad situations to keep them indulgent. Okay? These people are supposed to be their best friends. Their mother. Their friend, their best friend. All types of people. Colleagues. Everybody pretended to be with this King of Cups, but realistically, they were all against them. The only person that was with this King of Cups that was on their side was you. And now they know that, okay? So anything anybody else says otherwise to this person is not listening to, and they don't even care. This person is so quick right now. They were willing to give an open hand smack to this King of Swords in reverse. Okay, if this King of Swords in reverse comes near this person, this is how over that is. That person has got to go. All right, they're done. Like I said, they should leave town. If they were smart, the King of Swords in reverse will leave town. If they're not already on the lam. Okay, because their time is up. This King of Cups does not does not want to play games with these person anymore. No more games is what this King of Cups told me. Okay, they said, no more games with this Five of Wands, okay, this rivalry, conflict, this, all these disagreements, strife, and tension. This King of Cups said there's no more time for that. Nobody wants to deal with this, okay, because whoever tried to rival you was like a little league team coming against the Yankees, brother. Come on now. Like, you're not going to come up and tell us one thing. You're not going to... they're not even a rival to you. So it's like this King of Cups knows this, okay? And this is why all this strife and tension is around them, okay? Because people are trying to still convince this King of Cups that, to think about everybody else. They wanted this King of Cups to think about everybody else when nobody really gave two fucks about them. Okay, make that make sense for you for a second. Okay, this is your buying counterpart. But these are demons, okay? That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to say, oh, think about the appearance. That might have worked on this person. Maybe even up to now, it could have worked on this person. Not anymore, it doesn't. Okay, this person could clear as day see exactly what's going on, okay? It's all 501. Nobody wants to be around this. You know what people want to be around? They want to be around you because you're the one who brings the fun, because you're the sun, okay? You are the one who brings the happiness, the positivity to the situation. You are your DM's happiness. You are this King of Cups happiness. It's what makes them happy. They were the happiest around you. Okay, anything after you was either, any happiness that they had after you was neither, artificial or fake. I mean, that's at the end of the day. Yours was organic, okay? The happiness you brought to this King of Cups was what really made them feel alive. Whatever this copycat nonsense after this, whatever these people did, all they did was, it was only temporary, indulgent. That's all. They were only happy temporarily. They didn't last long. They didn't last long at all. Okay, and that's why they do not want to be bothered. They're done. They're giving it all up. They don't even care. They'll give it all up, this King of Cups. They said they'll give up everything just to be with you. Every last thing. Okay, Six of Pentacles in reverse. They said they don't give a fuck, Six of Pentacles in reverse, because they could take the people around them, they could take whatever the fuck they want, because this is how they threaten this King of Cups, okay? They say, oh, we'll take your inheritance, we'll do this, we'll do that, you'll never get this. It's always been a one-sided charity with this people in this King of Cups, okay? This King of Cups was always giving more than they were getting back, okay? Six of Pentacles, and they're sick of this, okay? That's why you got this Five of Wands here. They're sick. This is not what people want to be around, okay? And then you got people around them that are trying to tell them not to go towards you, the positive, the one who brings the happiness, and to stay in this Six of Pentacles reverse, Five of Wands reverse atmosphere. So this King of Wands, it just makes their decision that much clearer each time they talk to these people, okay? Because these people clear as day show that they're trying their hardest to, Ace of Wands, block this new project, okay? They don't want this King of Cups to join you with this new project. They don't want this King of Cups to have an urge to create with you. Okay, they don't want this person to use their willpower. They don't want the new opportunities. They know. But now this King of Cups understands that it ain't about the money no more, brother. It's all about the love. This person's always been about the love. That's what they are, King of Cups. Okay, people try to turn them into a King of Cups in reverse. They had them at that point at one time, okay? They had them at a King of Pentacles in reverse. But it's only a matter of time before they return to their natural state. They are a divine being. I mean, that's what you must understand. If they are your counterpart, they are half you. Okay, so just different lessons need to be learned as a masculine compared to the feminine energy. Okay, that's all it comes down to. The feminine energy's lesson is to learn is that they don't need the masculine energy. Okay, that the masculine energy is not superior to the feminine energy. Okay, and it's clear as day being seen that way. And now the masculine energy's lesson is to learn to appreciate just how valuable the divine feminine energy is, and compared to a karmic feminine energy shows that it's leaps and bounds above what it's all about. Because a lot of times, like I said, the Queen of Wands reverse energies, these karmic feminine energies, weakened the feminine energy because of making themselves seem weak, that we needed the masculine. That's how they would, that's how they were able to keep them from you as the divine feminine, okay? They would try to go to their, hero, tickle their hero fancies, okay? Oh, I need help. Can you help me? Oh, you know what I mean? Like, that's what happened. This is what a Queen of Wands reverses. This is what, weakened the entire feminine energy and made these masculine energies think that they were better than us, that we needed them, that us feminine energies needed these people to take care of us. No. That whole, them days are over. Those, you know, feminine energy, staying home, cooking, cleaning, and these masculines do whatever they want because they got the money, because the days of control are over. Nobody controls us anymore. Nobody ever will. Nobody ever could. That's why you are not a weak-ass Queen of Wands in reverse. That's why you're an Empress, for God's sakes, okay? We don't need nobody, okay? You don't need nobody. And this King of Cups, that's why they respect you, okay? And it took a minute for them to understand that, because all the people around them were trying to make it that like you were difficult, like you were crazy to think like this, okay? This King of Cups now knows that the people that are crazy are the ones that were trying to keep them stuck in this Five of Wands, Six of Pentacles reverse atmosphere. That's who's crazy, is what this King of Cups tells me. Okay, because they said Six of Wands in reverse. He said because these people's ego, the ego on these people, they think that they were going to, you know, keep this King of Cups down for, you know, the way they did. What they did to these people is ridiculous, and they're going to be seen, okay? And they're not going to be publicly recognized like you in the positive. They're going to be publicly recognized in the most infamous of ways, okay? Because the people around this King of Cups did everything possible to keep you two apart, okay? Listen, just think about this. I just want you to understand. This is how unpopular these people are, how discredited you have. You proved these people completely wrong, okay? So these people went to your counterpart. Okay, they did everything possible to make it that, you know, you are the one who is the fake one, okay, that, you know, being with you would, you know, bring this person down, that you're crazy, that you're no good, this and that. And then suggested that this King of Cups, your counterpart, go on a vacation or somewhere else, I don't know, wherever they went, okay, and planted this copycat energy there with, you know, information about you, okay, on how to appear as though they are this person's twin flame, and that you were actually the karmic that led them to this person, okay? So this was actually discussed, plans, and, you know, and executed to this point that they thought, the ego on these people thought that this was going to last forever, okay? They thought that you were never going to come back after this, okay? So I don't know how they thought. So their process was for you to take you out first, okay? Directly take you out, okay? And then you would, you know, be done. That would be one handful of the energy, okay? So what they would do is pretend that they're with this King of Cups, that they're their friend, okay? Bring in the copycat energy, okay, to, you know, act like this. And sooner or later, take out this King of Cups, okay? But do it in an indirect way, perhaps. Get them in an indulgence stuff, maybe get them addicted to drugs, maybe something like that. Put something, this person would end up either overdosing, this person may commit suicide, something along those lines, because they knew they would eventually come to the conclusion that you are their counterpart, but you'd be gone by that time, okay? They didn't expect you to come back and be the best version of yourself, okay? Because by you coming back being the best version of yourself, eventually leads this King of Cups to do that too, okay? Because now this person sees, they were going to see this eventually, okay? But they're seeing it now with you here, okay? But you were not supposed to be here. And the justice here is that this King of Cups is seeing everything very, very clearly, brother, because the rain has stopped for this King of Cups. They are very much in control of what they're doing right now, okay? And whatever these people did, here's what I really believe. At the end of the day, I'm going to tell you the truth. I mean, you might not believe this. You might think I'm crazy, but I really think that this King of Cups knew exactly what this was happening all the time. I don't think that they would be that stupid. They didn't get this far in life for what these people tried to pull on them. I think they went along with it because if they didn't go along with it, like I stated in the past, then these people would have never, ever let this, they would have never let you two be happy, okay? But now that these people are being seen, Six of Wands in reverse, for exactly, you know, the scumbags that they are, the, you know, Six of Pentacles reverse, just how they kept taking. It's all they wanted was to take with these people. And now Five of Wands, all this strife, this tension, you know, this conflict, competition, rivalry, okay, is all being seen very clearly by this King of Cups. And perhaps maybe they wouldn't have seen that if the situation didn't go this way, if they just, you know, right from the beginning used their intuition and said, hey, you know, this is what I think. Because then these people would have gaslighted them and said, that's preposterous. We would never do anything like that to you. That's preposterous. That's what they would say to this King of Cups. Preposterous. It's preposterous for them to think that, okay? It's the word they would use. Trust me when I tell you, brother. But now it's going to be a big problem for them. okay? Because whatever, old world style that these people had, okay, whatever, shortcuts they thought they were going to take, whatever cycle that they were going to, continue, no. Them days are over, okay? The days of taking are over. What's meant for you will always find you is the new way of doing things. And now these people, feeling like this, they can't take anymore from you, puts them in the Five of Cups. They're in regret now because they can't get your energy. They don't know what to do, they said. They said, we don't know what to do. How do we stop this Gangster Magician? How do we stop them? They're so tricky. They come off one way, but you never know with this person. They just do crazy. They're just nuts. They're nuts. Okay, that's what they chatted. That's the way they keep trying to go. That you're crazy. Okay, your thoughts are insane. That's what they try to make you sound like. You're very off the wall. Like you're too different. Okay, you're weird. You don't fit in. This is all the stuff that these people have used over the years, okay? And then when that didn't even work, they would say, oh, then they would even get into worse. Oh, you're this. You're a user. You're a sex addict. You're a drug addict. You cheat on everybody. You do, but none of this is ever true. None of this. This is all everything that you're a witch. You do black magic. You do this. You do that. You don't believe in God. But this is like. And you never sat there and defended yourself. You never said, oh, no, I'm not, blah, blah. Whatever, believe what the fuck you want. We tell people, believe what the fuck you want is what you said. You said, I'm not here to defend myself. I don't have to explain myself to anybody is what you told them. Okay? You didn't explain yourself to this King of Cups. You didn't blame yourself to nobody. You said, you know what? Go fuck yourselves. Goodbye. And you walked away. And this is what really set these people off. They didn't know how to handle this because they never seen anything like that. They just thought that you were going to crumble up, you were going to give them the reaction they wanted, they were going to take your energy, and you were just going to be made a fool of just like the rest of them. This is what they thought. They really believed that. But you showed them that, not everything you believe is true. That's what you showed them. And you know where you put them at? You know where you put them? Right in the Eight of Swords. You said, brother, we're going to tie you to that fence. Okay, you're going to sit there for a long time. Okay, you're gonna think about what you did. Okay, we're going to put you in a self-imposed prison. That's exactly where these people are. Okay, because they got seen. Six of Wands reversed, are being publicly recognized as a piece of crap. Okay, this is not going to be the good way. All right, they're being discredited. A lot of strife and tension, Five of Wands. One-sided charity with these people. They just want to take. Thought that was gonna continue that cycle, but no. It's all finished for these people. They are done, brother. No shortcuts here. They're gonna be, they thought they were gonna they thought you were gonna walk away with no closure. They thought that mattered to you, closure. You know what you told them? You said you could close your fucking A's because we don't give two fucks about closure, is what you told these people. Okay, you said, because we're over here, brother. We're resting and relaxing here. We don't give a fuck. We're not sitting here trying to play games with people. The games are over with these people. Okay, we don't want to do this with them. This thing's all fucked up here. I'm trying to get my thing, because I usually have a perfect thing, but it wasn't centered for some reason. But just know, because I was resting and relaxing, okay? That's what it was. Do this, maybe that's not, yeah, maybe a little better. Whatever, who cares? It's not about what I look like. It's about what I'm saying, okay? I gotta stop my ego here. I gotta get out of my ego. It's not about how I look. Okay, Two of Wands in reverse, because whatever fear of unknown, whatever fear of change, whatever lack of planning, this coven, these group of people, these cult, whoever was around your King of Cups trying to, turn them into this direction that they weren't supposed to be in, take them the demon way, show them the demon way, are being seen now, okay? Because they didn't plan for this far. They didn't think that you were going to come back. They thought it was over. They said, you're done, you're finished. That's all it was. They thought just because they got you, they knocked you down, that you weren't going to get back up. It was almost like, in reality, this is what it was, okay? It was like they pushed you in the pool when your back was turned, okay? Knowing you can't swim, okay? When you pushed you in a 4-foot pool where you fell, you banged your head, you broke your neck, you fell to the bottom of the pool. They looked, they seen you weren't getting back. They said, well, all right, yeah, they're done. They all walked away laughing. They took the King of Cups with them laughing. They're all laughing at you. Seeing you dying down on the bottom of the pool, thinking it's funny. This is pretty much a very accurate description of how they left you. I'm not saying you were in the pool, but I'm saying, but the fact is they walked away saying there's no way they're going to get out of the pool. They just broke their neck. How are they going to get out of the pool? They don't even know how to swim. Okay. There's no way they'll be able to figure this out. But somehow or another, you learned to swim while underwater. Not only were you injured, did you have broken vertebrae in your neck, but you somehow had the desire to get out of that pool. And not only did you get out of the pool, you fixed your neck. You cracked it back in place. You said, oh, now I know what to do here. Oh, that's all I have to do. I know how to swim. Nobody ever showed me how to do this, though. Oh, I know how to do it now. You showed yourself how to do everything, okay? You got out of that pool, and you got stronger and stronger and better. And you said, whoa, if I could survive something like that, what else can I survive? What else is there? Is there any way that anybody could stop me now? I don't believe so. I feel I'm stronger than ever. And then you got out of the pool. And those people that you pushed in the pool, you said, hey, remember me? The guy you pushed in the pool with their back turned? They thought they were dead? No. We're here. And we got a wand, too, is what we told them. And they didn't know what to say. The eyes got big. The mouth dropped. Okay? They didn't know what to do. Okay? They all started looking around. It got real quiet. And that's where it is right now. That is what the situation is. These people do not understand what to do. They do not know what they're dealing with. They like they seen a ghost. You're dead. You're supposed to be dead. That's what they said. You're supposed to not be here. You're not supposed to be here as a Queen of Swords. You're not supposed to have boundaries. You're not supposed to know what's going on here. You're not supposed to understand what we're doing. We're supposed to make you think you're crazy. We're supposed to gaslight you, and you're supposed to think, go to the hospital or something. Tell them you're crazy. You're seeing things. You're hearing voices or something. That stuff's not real. That's what they try to do. Okay, but it's very real. Okay, that's why they don't want you to have the crystals. That's why they don't want you to, do the certain things, the manifestations. They don't want you to do thinking that it's all evil. They want to lie and say that the Bible says not to do this, that, tarot, blah, 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 blah. Listen, brother. This is what tarot is for, brother. What we're doing right now is what it's for. We're using it for good. We're using it to combat evil. Okay? Evil tries to say that it is evil, only because they know that we could combat evil. Okay? Because with these cards is how we decide what's going to happen. We know what's going to happen now, and we can prepare each other. Okay? We're able to communicate with each other so that we are able to, counteract this. Without each other and these cards, how do we know what's really going on without our just by following? This is what they try to do. They try to tell us the intuition ain't real, this and that. But after enough times of following your intuition and seeing it's real, you're not going to go back on it. That's like, you have a proven method that works. Okay? And every time you use your intuition, you the right thing, it tells you the right thing. But then you're going to have people that tell you, oh, no, don't listen to that. You're not going to tell me. Somebody's not going to tell me. And plus, we're not going to listen. You won't listen to anybody. You're a Queen of Swords. Come on, for God's sakes. Let's be realistic here. You got boundaries. Ain't no joker going to come here and tell you anything. Okay, you laugh at these people. You laugh in the face of people who don't want to be cool. Okay, brother? You spit right in their face. You say, get out of here. You give them an open hand smack. You kick them in their ass. And you send them back to hell to never be seen or heard from again, because that is what you do. Because you're a death angel. That's why, okay? 5 of Swords in reverse. Now, there's a desire to reconcile here. This King of Cups, they want to reconcile with you, okay? They want to make amends. They have a desire, they want to forgive and forget, forgive and forget with you. That's up to you, whatever you want to do, okay? Because I don't know how far your situation is. I don't know how bad this King of Cups hurt you. I don't know what your point in this, what you did in this situation. All I know is the energy, okay? And the energy is telling me that this person, it just seems like you got to realize that I think they knew more than you think they knew, okay? And you got to remember, this King of Cups is the reason you became the best version of yourself, whether or not they hurt you or did whatever they did. Because when you're a twin flame, the point of your twin flame is, okay, this is what the point is. I want you to understand this. The main purpose from your twin flame is to make you become the best version of yourself, no matter how it happens. So it could be done in the worst way. It could be done in the best way. But at the end of the day, you still get to the same place. Okay? So I don't know. I mean, how do you look at it? I mean, I can't say you cannot look at the twin flame relation like a normal relationship. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can't look at it and say, oh, well, they did this. I'm never going to forgive this person. I'll never, blah, blah, blah. Okay, yes, maybe perhaps if that wasn't your twin flame and somebody did that to you, okay, then yes, you have the right to feel that way. But now, when it is, and the person did it, and you feel, maybe they did it because, that is what God wanted them to do, perhaps. How do you not know? They still somehow communicated with you. They still telepathically communicated with you. You're still somehow here finding information out. You're still, care about this person. And they're in the up right now. And it's like a King of Cups, seeing through all the bullshit. And you're sitting here as the best version of yourself, being exactly a wish come true. Okay, your wish come true is coming true. And you're being seen as a wish come true. Because you were always this King of Cups wish come true. Okay, they just did not want you to have to be attacked by these people like this. Okay, so that's why I felt like they it was almost like, instead of letting these people take you out, they were just going to pretend to take you out. All right, so like it's almost like to protect you is that they would say, all right, no, I'll do it. They're my twin. I'll be the one who takes them out. I'll take them out. Okay, to get these people off your back. Okay, removed you from the situation. Acted like they were completely against you in hopes, okay, because they knew you were telepathically communicating. They know you're a Queen of Swords. They know you'll listen, okay? And if they come correct and they're healed and they show you exactly what's going on, yes, they have to prove themselves to you because you're going to need proof. But I believe they're a little bit more, they know a little bit more and they're a little more advanced than you think, okay? Because otherwise, you wouldn't have been able to solve the puzzle. Wheel of Fortune. You wouldn't be here sitting here with the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel wouldn't be turning in your favor, and the King of Cups wouldn't be here in the upright with a desire to reconcile if they weren't who they said they were, okay? And you have to look at it from that point where you became the best version of yourself. What do you do here? I don't know. I'm asking you. I'm even for myself, I'm trying to figure out. What do you do here now? If this person comes to you, after all they put you through, okay, they're your twin flame now. You only have one. It's your other half, your twin soul, person who's just like you, same vibration. Never going to meet nobody else like this. Nobody's ever going to love you as much as this person. What do? You just send them away? For what? Does it make you feel better? Would that help your ego? Will it make you feel like, you're above them now? I don't know. I mean, what do you think? Or do you forgive and show just how strong a person you really are? Because the person who's able to forgive the most unforgivable of acts is the most powerful of all people. Okay, because anybody who can't forgive is holding on to something. Okay, and that means that person will continue to have your energy if you hold on to that. Okay, it's like somebody, doing something heinous to you, and going to jail for it, but you still hate them. Oh, I hate this person. They're still sitting there in jail with your energy. Okay, no matter, even if they got caught, they still know that they got you. Okay, and that's why you gotta let everything go, and you just say, listen, what you did does not have any control over me. No matter how heinous it was, what you did has no control over me anymore. That's what you tell these people. You tell them, I don't give a fuck. You mean nothing to me, okay? You will rot in hell to die, okay? You will be sent back to hell to never be seen from, heard from again. That's what you tell them. You mean nothing to me. Now get the fuck out of my face. And then you walk away. And what are they going to do? What can they say? They need you to care. They need you to cry. They need you to be upset. They need you to hold on to things. This is how demons stay alive. But when you don't act like you don't care about them and you don't give a fuck about them, they wither away and die because they have nothing to feed off of. They can't feed. They starve. Okay? And that's why Ten of Swords in reverse. Things can't get any worse. Okay? Whatever betrayal that they tried to do to you, you're recovered from that. Okay? But them, on the other hand, they will be impaled. Okay? This is their future. Can't get any worse. And I don't believe it can get any worse than the Ten of Swords in reverse if it's like that. Impaled, okay? Because you can look at this two different ways, because it can be recovery from betrayal, or it can also be, it can't mean only upward, really. So it could be either that, but it is also resisting an inevitable end. So that's what I believe this really is coming out to. These people are resisting an inevitable end, okay? And by doing so, makes the ending that much worse, okay? So instead of just going, just a regular ending, they got to go out like that, okay? Slow and painful. Instead of just painful, slow and painful. That's what they want. Because they think that they still have another chance. They feel like they could still do something here. They feel they got you before, they could get you again. But remember, before, you weren't this Nine of Pentacles. I mean, you weren't reaping the fruits of your labor when these people got you before. Before, they got you when you didn't even know really what was going on. You didn't even understand things this far. You didn't have the knowledge you had now, okay? And they think that now you have the knowledge, now you have the protection, now you have the ability to destroy them, now you have the evidence of what they did, and they think that they're going to do the same thing, and it's going to work. It's almost like you have the cameras all out on them now. It's all being filmed now. It's like, all right, this is what they're going to try to do here. You have all the people inside. You have all the authority. Everybody's watching these people right now. They don't even know it either. They don't, or they should know, but they're so blocked, their intuition's so blocked, that they're all trying the same thing. You're like, all right, well, this is what they tried. You're explaining it piece by piece to them. Okay, well, this is what they did the first time. They're going to try to do it again. Now, look, see now. And you're going to actually give them a play-by-play of what they're doing. Okay, and that's why it's going to be a very slow and painful ending for them. Slow and painful. Impaled. Drop them on 10 swords. Sticking up. It's fine with us. We don't give a fuck. We have no empathy for you whatsoever, demons. None whatsoever. You must understand, we do not have empathy for you. Okay, you know why, brother? Because we see what's happening here. We can see. We're a seer. You're a seer. You're a high priestess, for God's sakes. Come on. Everybody knows who you are. Okay, look at you. You're adorable. I love you. I love your outfit. I love your hat. I love the face. It's adorable. Look at you. You're like, I'm very serious here. I'm not playing games no more. I'm not playing fucking games. Okay, that's what you're telling this people. Okay, and this King of Cups, they're not playing games either. Okay, because this King of Cups has Five of Swords in reverse, a desire to reconcile with this High Priestess. Okay, so that's what it is. You have a King of Cups. It's exactly what you are, too. You're a High Priestess and your Counterpart. I mean, this is very, 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 very obvious. Okay, you know it's very obvious, too, that these, this coven, whoever tried to block this divine union, because they're seeing this, it's making them very, very nervous. Nine of Swords, okay? They're in their bed crying, they're anxious, depressed, because they know when you reconcile with this King of Cups, if you choose to do so, then this will be the end for them, okay? Because this is where they're at right now. They know what they did was fucked up, okay? They know. You got the King of Swords in reverse, they're clearly laying down, okay? The Queen of Wands in reverse, Empress in reverse, they're selling this King of Swords in reverse out. That is why the devil is being seen, okay? The devil is so weak right now, like I said. It's the head of the snake, this King of Swords in reverse. They're so weak right now. They're wobbly. They don't have the same precision that they are. They're not in the same... They're indulgent. You know what I'm saying? They're clouded judgment. So it's like a snake that is been tranquilized, pretty much. That's really what it comes down to. They're like, like they see, like, you, like the target, but you're blurry, okay? You're like, there's like 3 of you now. They don't know which one to come at, okay? So you're just like, come on, I'm right here. It's almost like you have the mirrors. They're like hitting the mirrors, and you're just like, all right. And it's like, all right, should I just put an end to them now? And they're like, yeah, do it. And you have your little fucking, your wand and everything, your machete, and you go, and you chop off their head. Okay, because that is how you that's how you destroy the snake, brother. That's exactly what you're going to do. You're going to chop the head right off of that snake. You're going to throw it in a box. You're going to chop it in half. And then you're going to make them disappear, okay? You're going to show everybody, look, I got rabbits now. No more snakes. We got rabbits. Not just one rabbit. We have plenty of rabbits here, okay? We're all about the cute and cuddly stuff here. We want to send people home happy. We want people to feel good, okay? We want you to feel warm and fuzzy inside. We don't want you to be scared. We don't want you to have to fear things. We don't want you to have to fear security or fear this or appearance. This is how they want to control you. They want to control people with fear. That's how they control your masculine. Fear-based. There's nothing to fear. That's what I tell you. So when anybody does it, you tell them, go fuck yourself. You can't do nothing to us. We know it. They can't. The only way they could do stuff to you is if you roll around them up with them. That's the only way you're going to get dirty. Right or wrong. Nine of Swords. And they're very, very upset that you knew that. Because that's the only way they were able to control you, was fear. The fact that you don't fear sends these people back to hell. They'll never be seen or heard from again. You're too dangerous now. If you don't fear nothing, who could stop you? Tell me. I'm waiting. Okay, because I'm still waiting, Hangman. I'm pausing. Perhaps the time to surrender. Maybe looking at things from a different perspective you are. Okay, maybe this is what that King of Cups, that's what they had to do. They had to get in this Hangman. They had to see for themselves what was happening. That's why I feel that they had to see what these people were about. Maybe it was, perhaps their mother was maybe they were like a Hollywood witch of sorts. Who knows? Maybe, maybe they did work for other people. Maybe they did work for higher end people, and they've been doing it for a long time, and they had a lot of clients. But now, all the stuff that they did in the past is all being done. All the spells are being broken. All the negativity is being lifted. Okay? And these people are clear as day being seen for what they are. So they don't know how to explain themselves now. That's what it is. It's so visible that it's like, no, you're lying. Okay, and we're going to show you why. This is why you're lying, because we have video proof that you're doing this, and the other thing. So you cannot say you're not doing it. No, you're acting crazy right now. Look at you. That's what you're going to say. Look at you. Look at them. They're screaming. They're yelling. They're pointing at us. We don't even look. Look at the evidence here. It clearly shows them doing the black magic here, acting crazy. Clearly shows them doing, fraud here. There's clear as day white collar fraud here. What else did we? They're high. They're drunk. They haven't slept, and they're going to say that we're this. I mean, what are we going to do here? That's what we're going to say. What are we going to do? Something's got to be done here. And then that's how that person's going to get taken away. And that's how this Knight of Cups energy is going to be ushered in. The romantic charm, okay? Knight in shining armor is going to come. Take these people away, okay? You don't need to be bothered no more, all right? The days of you being bothered by these people, they're just a pest now. That's all they are, is a pest. There's nothing else they could do. They're done. They're finished. It's over. No more. Okay? And that's why this King of Cups wants to reconcile with this High Priestess. I mean, and I feel that they knew that they had to get rid of this karmic energy, this covenant, and these people had to go. Okay, they were not going to stop until they took themselves out. That's how it had to be. But you are going to be publicly recognized, so have no fear. Have no fear. Okay, Six of Swords in reverse, because they're resistant to change, whatever unfinished business and whatever emotional baggage that, these copycat energies, this King of Swords in reverse, these matriarchs, whatever this energy they try to hold on to, and they were resistant to change, is the reason why they're going to have a slow and painful ending. Okay, because we'll end it here, and I'll do my other cards, is because death is here for whoever came against you. The end is there, okay? So they could have tried to hold off all they wanted with this Ten of Swords in reverse. They could have tried to, resist this inevitable end. But at the end of the day, it's still going to happen. Instead of just being regular, it's going to be slow and painful, all because Six of Swords, their resistance to change. They didn't want to change, and now they got to die, brother. Death is here. It's not us. We're nothing. We just telling these stories. We're just telling the message. This is what happened. The end is here for them. And the beginning is here for you. This is your new beginning. And there's not a damn thing this karmic energy is going to do to say otherwise. So let's get these cards. I got these. I had to, like I said, I did these cards yesterday. They're like almost like credit cards. I swear to God, they're so thick. Like they're almost, but they're like, it feels like I could throw it and chop somebody's head off with them. It's so crazy. So I don't even know what the hell the material is of these. Wow. I mean, they're all right. They did some good thing. I like the original, like these type of drawing. Like this is the original tarot drawing. So I think they're the best. Like look at our cutie High Priest. I love her. Love that outfit on her. I think I'm gonna get one of those. I wish I had her legs crossed and everything. Say, look, I can see what's going on here, she says. I don't like what I see. I never did. But I'll let you all figure it out for yourself, is what this high priestess said. Because you don't want to listen to me. You'll tell me I'm crazy and stuff. I'm tired of you people telling me I'm crazy. That's what the high priestess said. Tired of it. Okay? Because you're not crazy. They're the ones who are crazy. Anybody who thinks you're crazy is crazy. Okay? Because they're crazy to think you're crazy. So let's see what we're working here. We got these are zodiac cards, they say. So I don't know. I haven't really been using them for the zodiac purposes, but it is what it is. It is what it is. It's all about the deck sometimes, okay? Because listen, brother, you got the Six of Pentacles here. On this other side, you had the Six of Pentacles reversed. But now, you will be receiving that even, give, and take, okay? You will be receiving what is meant for you. I mean, that's all it comes down to. Generosity is coming your way. This King of Cups, they want to share the wealth with you. That's what they tell me. Okay, this King of Cups, they said they're well off. And look, it's a Taurus too, all right? And the moon, the Taurus and the moon is there. So, moon and Taurus, brother. Not bad, we'll take it. Okay, because you got the Three of Pentacles here, all right? Your Three of Pentacles, there's going to be, teamwork. There's collaboration, okay? People want to work with you. They see that the value is here with you, all right? You got Mars, Capricorn over here, okay? So, you got the assertiveness. Okay, perhaps, you're leaving your South Node of Capricorn. You're headed towards your Cancer. You're headed towards your North Node. Who knows? You want to get to that happy home. You want to get to the family life. You're done with this. You don't want to play these games. All right, that's what you got this Taurus Earth person for, to handle your earthly matters. That's not your thing. You don't want to deal with the Earth stuff. You don't have to worry about this Pentacle stuff. Let this Taurus worry about that. It's their thing. They know how to do that. You're good at others. You're better at other stuff. Okay, because it came out earlier. Because you are the Queen of Swords. That's all right. Look at you. See that? That's a cuter one than that Queen of Pentacles. That Queen of Pentacles, I don't like the way she looks. I'll show you when that comes out again. But they got the face. It doesn't think she got a regular face. The other one's a little square looking. But just know, you are Queen of Swords. Okay? You are the High Priestess. This was what you had to, you had to develop these energies during this journey, okay? Like I said in the past, perhaps maybe you were definitely a Queen of Cups. You were a Queen of Pentacles. You were always a Queen of Wands, okay? But I don't believe that you had the correct Queen of Swords in you. I don't feel you had the boundaries. I think you let too many things go. I think you let too many things slide. You wanted to see you didn't want to see certain things. And then you had to become this High Priestess so you could see those things, okay? And then when you've seen those things, that's when you were able to put the boundaries. That's when you say, I'm going to get my sword now because I saw what happened here. Now I know for sure because I got a sword now. That's really what it comes down to. Tell me it's not. You had to get that way. You were not going to be able to fight this battle unless you had the sword. Come on. You're not going to go into battle without a sword, brother, when all these people are coming at you with guns and fucking machetes, all types of stuff, trying to fucking take you all out. You had to have something. You had to give me some type of weapon. And now I got it right here. My trusty wand is my weapon. I sit there. I go to work with it. And all my enemies, I pointed at them. I say, don't even think about it. And they look at me funny, too. They say, this guy's crazy. Look at him. He's walking around with a wand. He's pointing it at us. What's he up to? I swear to God, I do it, too. Because they're crazy, too. They sit there and they want to talk bad about me and talk to my friends about me. And then they come right to me and they tell me, hey, so-and-so is saying this about you. I said, I don't care. I said, I point the wand at them. They know they're done. And I swear to God, they point and they stay away from me, too. They're like, they're all sitting there. It's pretty funny, actually. It makes me laugh. I laugh about it. Okay, you know why I laugh? Because I'm a fool like that. I'm a big, big fool, okay? And that is why, if you look at the Fool, the number 0 there is the universal energy. If you also see, Uranus is there too, okay? Uranus is the planet of the age of Aquarius. That is what is running this age right now, okay? And Aquarius going direct into Gemini is the final piece of the puzzle. And you running off universal energy is the reason why you keep going and going and going like the Energizer Bunny. This is, the battery. It never stops. This Energizer battery here. That's what you have. You're an energetic Queen of Swords. High Priestess. Who has the King of Cups. Who is pausing, surrendering, looking at things from a new perspective. 5 of Swords, and they want to reconcile with you, okay? They want 6 of Pentacles. They want to share the wealth, is what they tell me. They feel that you deserve You deserve stuff here. You earned this, they told us, this king. Because they said you earned the respect. And we said, yeah, well, guess what? And we gave him an open hand smack. And we kicked him in their ass. We said, you don't tell us. You don't tell us nothing. That's what he said. That's what we told them. You don't tell us anything. We tell you. Okay, and that's where it happened. That's where we're at. That's where we stand at now. Okay, kicked them in their ass, though. Say, who the fuck you think you're telling? You respect us now. Should have respected us from the beginning. Fuck you out of here. Respect us now. Because, like I said, brother, one of my faves, you are 9 of Cups. You are a wish come true. Okay, you are. Tell me you're not. And that's why you have this Ace of Cups here. This King of Cups, even after you kicked him in their ass and gave him an open hand, still wants to give you this Ace of Cups. Okay, so that tells them that they love you. They said, all right, I deserve that. I deserve that kick in my ass. I understand it. Are you better now? Do you feel better? Does it make you feel better? Okay, and then you say, yes, it does. Okay, and you take your Ace of Cups. Okay, you got your Cancer there. You got your Scorpio, and you got your freaking Pisces. Okay, but at the end of the day, the king of the water signs is the Cancer. So it doesn't matter about those other two. They mean nothing to us. Okay, you know why they mean nothing to us? Because death is here for them. That's why. Especially the Scorpio. Okay, because that is where it is. Okay, because we are the masters of the 8th house. Okay, we're the ones with the 5 planet stellium there. Okay, we're the Gangster Magicians. We are the Death Angel. Ain't no motherfucker gonna say otherwise. Okay, that's who you are. That's what you do. That is why you're here. You're magical gangsters. Why else would you be here? If you weren't a magical gangster, you'd be over there on the little girly ones, the little girly shows. You'd be watching those ones and listen to what they say and make you, whatever it is, whatever they do, and ask you for money. Be, please click in the donation link. Well, please like and subscribe. They want to go live. They want $10. They want this. They want that. They want to tell you nothing. Okay. Oh, put this. Get the fuck out of here is what you tell these people. Get the fuck. I'm going over to the Gangster Magician. He don't want nothing from us. He just wants to help us. He ain't over here trying to take stuff from us. Okay. He ain't over here crying about money. He goes to work, the guy. Yeah, I tell him. He goes to work 10 hours every day to come home to do this. Okay. He wants to do this for us. It's the truth. Nobody's going to take that from me. That's why I will be a villain to these people. They will eventually figure me out, and they're going to say, whoa, where's this guy coming from? He's messing the business up. He's messing our tarot business. Yes, I am. I am going to come here, and I'm going to take it all. Because whoever uses this, uses their spiritual gifts for, this type of stuff to profit off of people who are looking for help, those people are going to be dealt with very accordingly, okay? They're going to pay the ultimate price. And you see this guy right here? He's coming. Because he's the Death Angel. And that's why the Grim Reaper himself, he's coming for you. You don't misuse your spiritual gifts. Okay? If you have spiritual gifts, they're meant to help people. You don't sit there and say, oh, well, I'll tell you this, but I want you to pay me now. Why? Why don't you just tell the people so you can help them? That's why it's like, come on. Then they try to use, oh, it's an energy exchange. You can't just... No. It doesn't work that way, brother. You can call back whatever you want. They're always going to tell you mean. Nobody's going to say otherwise, okay? That's why you're leaving this all behind. You don't have time for this nonsense. You're not going to sit here and listen to bullshit. You're not going to sit here and say, oh, I'm going to, do this, listen to this. No. You know exactly what the fuck you got to do, okay? That's why you're here. That's how you found me, okay? Because you are the real deal. Think about it, okay? Why else would you be here when you think about it at the beginning? This is the beginning of the stages for us here. Okay, you are on the ground floor with me. We are going to go straight to the top. Okay, and I will never forget any of you. I'm always going to say, you know what? Those were the people that were there to help me build this place. Okay, they were the ones that helped me. Okay, they're the ones that sat there and gave me motivation. They're the ones who helped me develop to be into this high priestess. They're the reason why this King of Cups is, wants to come back towards me, because this King of Cups sees exactly how amazing you are. Okay, it's all of us together is the reason, because the Age of Aquarius is all about teamwork, and we're all working as a team right now, okay? Whether, me talking, us interacting, figuring out, we all get it out. We're all manifesting here, okay? We're all working on our craft. We're all mastering our craft, Ace of Pentacles. That's what you're doing, okay? You're an apprentice at the end of the day. Perhaps maybe you're an apprentice of 2 master wizards. Who knows? But at the end of the day, you are working on your skill, and it is being seen. You are very seen as very perseverant, okay? And that is why you're a 9 of Pentacles. That's why you're almost there. You have to start somewhere. You started at the 7 of Pentacles. You had a long-term view. You worked hard. You mastered your craft. You worked on your skill. And now you're a Nine of Pentacles. Waiting on your, this King of Cups. Doesn't matter if they bring an Ace of Pentacles, okay? Because you guys will get that yourself. As long as this King of Cups, all they have to do, your counterpart has to come, is got to bring this Ace of Cups. All they got to bring. That's all you need for this High Priestess, this Queen of Swords. That's all they're looking for, okay? That's all they need from this King of Cups. They need nothing else. Because everything else will come with it, okay? Because what did I just say you are? What did I just say you were? Nine of Cups you are. That's what, okay? You are the wish come true. That is what it comes down to. That is the Ten of Cups will be your foundation. It's the best soil you can build it on. Doesn't make a difference. You'll get to the Ten of Pentacles very quickly when you build your foundation on a Ten of Cups, okay? These other characters, they wanted to, tell your King of Cups to skip the love. The love it brings you down, makes you weak. Go right to the Ten of Pentacles. These people thought they were going to take a shortcut there. No. Six of Swords. That's why this King of Cups is leaving this behind. They do not want to deal with this. And they want to bring you this Ace of Cups. They want to bring this, persevering, hardworking, skill masterful High Priestess who has boundaries, what they deserve. Because they're their wish come true, for God's sakes. That's why. These fucking people. So what are we gonna do here? This is a good second read though. I'll tell you that much. Okay, but at the end of the day, what's gonna happen, okay, is that these people, the ones that came against you, the one who's trying to show your King of Cups that, the love is for the birds, okay, want to say lovers reverse, that look, this is all that's gonna come out of this, blah, blah, blah. Clear as day being seen that this atmosphere that they created for this King of Cups is not working. This is why this King of Cups got sick, okay? Because this King of Cups, what do they live on? Cups, brother. Okay, so when people are trying to take the love from them, take the love out of their cups, and make this lovers in reverse energy their primary energy, it's not going to work for them. Okay, that was what they weren't anticipating. You coming back as this Queen of Swords, and especially did not expect you to come back as a High Priestess, Gangster Magician, that's for sure. Okay, because Knight of Wands, because your energy is too passionate, it's too inspired, too adventurous, too fearless, that no lovers in reverse energy is ever going to be a match. Okay, no, that's what they thought. They thought that by taking the love out of this situation, that was going to take, they thought that was going to take the fuel from you. They thought that was going to rip the energy from you, because they knew this is what mattered to you. Okay, they knew this was mattered to this King of Cups. It was all about the love, and they really thought they had you though. But no big deal. So let's end this. This is going too long now. All right, so we got the King of Cups here. They want to reconcile with this Queen of Swords High Priestess. Okay, clear as day. They want to share the wealth. Six of Pentacles. They're leaving behind Six of Swords. Whatever nonsense they have going on here with this lovers in reverse energy. Okay, they're pausing, surrendering, Hangman. They're looking at things from a new perspective, and they want to bring you the Nine of Cups and Ace of Cups. You are their wish come true. This Ace of Cups, and build a foundation on the Ten of Cups. Okay, and this is all the karmic energy has been cleared. In this situation right here, you clear as day see everything is cleared. I mean, it's there. This energy is, you can't. Listen, energy don't lie. Energy does not lie. I just believe this is just going to end very happily ever after. This is all this is really coming down to. And then this energy, it's really good. Okay? And all right, we got it. We're done after this. Okay? So, like I said, what did I say? All right, we're going to do this. I'm fucking great. I am fucking great. So, this King of Cups, okay, that's in the Hangman. Pausing, surrendering, looking at things. Six of Swords, okay, it's leaving behind this atmosphere with this lovers in reverse energy, okay, because this is not at all what they want, okay, because they want to, Five of Swords in reverse, reconcile with you, this Queen of Swords, the one with boundaries, who's also a High Priestess that could see, okay, and knows what is exactly going on, because this King of Swords, this King of Cups, they want to share the wealth with you, okay? They want to bring you this Ace of Cups, okay? Because they know you're the Nine of Cups. They know you're a wish come true. And what happens when you build your foundation on Ten of Cups? What does the Ten of Cups create? I believe I said it creates abundance. And that is why you have your 10 of Pentacles here. That is why the abundance is with you. It's here. It's here. Pluto is here. Transformations are here. You've did it. You've done it. You survived. You won. You were the greatest. Okay, because again, the Knight of Wands is here. Whatever energy they thought they were going to take from you, it was too passionate. It was too amazing. That is why you are the greatest of all time and the best in the business, okay? You are the magical gangsters of the world. You are the ones that have to protect the other Earth Angels. You are the Death Angels. We are the Death Angels, okay? We're the ones, okay? We're the ones that they fear. We're the ones the demons fear, okay? And that's why they did everything possible to try to take us down. They didn't want you to wake up. They didn't want this King of Cups to wake up. But guess what? They can't always get what they want, brother. So the end is near for them. So see you later. I'll check you later. 7 p.m. show. I love you guys. Bye.